Marquis holds a degree in facilities management from Wentworth Institute of Technology within
architectural
background. One of his goals is to fire his boss and become a full-time entrepreneur. He is currently in the process of obtaining various properties to build generational wealth in his immediate family. Marquis's ultimate goals are to place himself comfortably, to travel the world, continue to lead and support others, and make listening and viewing music and his passive podcast a frontline venture. Marquis states, and I quote, "The mental and physical work I do offers opportunities to continue learning in situations that add value to others and myself. It's an honor to learn and share information with my circle with subjects such as financial independence, being healthy, loving what you do, and achieving your ultimate goals." Hello, everyone, and welcome to Circle of Healing, our 4th episode. Yay! This episode is titled Cultural Camouflage to Cameos, with our special guest specialist, Marquis J Walker, CEO and founder of Passive Podcast and co-owner of CincereWear, CevereGear. Welcome, Marquis. We are so grateful that you're sharing your energy with us today.
Thank you, man. It's a blessing to be here, man. I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of you, and I love your energy. So I'm blessed to be around it, to for you to even give me something to absorb. I'm honored.
I'm honored. Just in case you guys didn't know, this is my cousin, my big cousin, my big little cousin.
Something like that.
Yeah. About the same height, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Yeah, but so I'm so grateful that you said yes to coming on and just sharing what you do, because I admire what you do, how you got there, how you started, and just what makes you you. I love that about you. I always have. So thank you for being here.
I appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, I love, having a conversation, and I know you do as well. So I'm pretty sure we can give the world what they want. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you always do. Huh?
Exactly.
Well, all right. So I have a few questions, and of course, we vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So if we just go with the flow, that's cool with me. I like going with the flow. My lifestyle.
Of course, yeah.
But all right. So my first question I have is, what would you say? What would you say you are outside of your titles?
That's a good question. I like that question too. I would first say that I'm a father first. Like the first thing I think of when I don't wear certain hats, what I call is hats, like your work hat, your social media hat, your whatever hat, your relationship hat. So when I'm not like working, the first thing I think about is my daughter. I think about being a father. I think about, is she okay? She's safe. And then I think about, who raised me, my moms, my sister, my immediate family. I start thinking about family, who was the last person that was struggling, or something that I start thinking about that. And then I go, maybe like I think about her. When I'm thinking about him, maybe that's what I'm praying about him, but I think about him at least, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe I get back to him or call him or whatever, or something, if I'm thinking about him. So, it's pretty much like like the energy, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. My kids, I actually just had a conversation with them the other day, and I told them, like, we need to vibe more. We need to. I mean, I see them often, but just, and I know what's going on with them, which is a blessing. I love that they feel free enough and open enough to share with me what's going on with them. But I guess I'm missing more quality time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always like, let's do this, and let's, all of our conversations don't have to be about business, and all of our conversations
Exactly.
don't have to be about it. It's usually money, business,
Something
and
about a car or something about a key, make the key made. Yeah, something.
yeah. So I'm like, we need to vibe more. I mean,
Yep.
we used to be really good at just sitting down, like we're having a conversation the other day, you and I, about we sit down and watch documentaries. Well, we used to sit down and watch documentaries together and all of that. But yeah, so definitely I understand the father first,
Yeah, so I always go father first, and then I start thinking about things I love, besides the people. I might start thinking about the love of music. How I love to listen to music.
Yeah.
And then that might start making me think about my podcast. And then that might make me think about other connections that I have through podcasting or through social media.
Yeah.
And maybe I go check on those guys and those gals, those women, you know what I mean? I check on, certain people that are in my circle.
Yeah.
Make sure they're all right. So, I'm starting to, learn about other things that everyone's that's hot on the topics. I'm learning about NFTs. I'm learning about crypto. I'm learning about of course more stocks. So I'm learning about so much. So I'm absorbing it, and I appreciate it, and I just want to like share it back, give it back. You know what I'm saying, to the world. So I'm always thinking about. As soon as I'm not thinking about business, or anything else, I just think about like things I love.
Yeah.
And it usually stops with family and friends, and then it kind of expands to me.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah. Well, I hear you, but I've learned,
that's not real life.
but
This for me.
Yeah, I've actually learned, and I don't know if it's just because of like how we've lived our life up until this point, but me personally, I've kind of been the one who's like making sure you're okay, and do you need anything, and you know what I mean, and for a majority of the people, in my life, it's kind of like, I mean, I won't say that I've been that person that has always been able to help financially or whatever, because I struggled with that, but definitely emotionally, I've always, and have always been the one that is emotionally there for everyone.
Kind of like the heart of the family, in a sense, you know what I mean? Like, the heart, the feeling, they know yours is organic, and it's genuine, and it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you are. You know what I mean?
I hope so. I hope so.
That's why they did. That's why they latched on to you.
Yeah. So I've learned, or should I say, God kind of forced me to be like, to see put, what about you? What about you? Anytime I would say, I want to do this, and I want to, be of service, and I want to, which is always my thought. I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. The last few years have been, well, are you helping yourself? You
Exactly. You got to pull back.
Yeah,
and ask those questions. Yeah,
exactly.
It's tough questions. It's tough questions because you're in that bubble already, and you believe that you're happy helping all these people, until like you know what I'm saying, if you don't take a step back, then you kind of see yourself not happy, then you, so yeah, you know, you gotta take care of yourself. So
Yeah. Well,
and they gotta understand that. Everybody around you gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta break it down to them one time in the speech, send them an email, send them a group text, do something.
family text.
Yep, family text. I'm taking a break. Like, leave me alone. Like, whatever you gotta tell them. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they get the picture. You can do a cute poem or something. I don't know, with a kitten on it or something. Whatever. Just get the message. Just get the message to them. That's it. As long as they get that message.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Okay, so how and why did you begin your business says? I want to make sure I emphasize that, because you are like me, you kind of stem off to a whole bunch of different stuff, just stuff that inspires you. And
Yeah, if things interest me, you know, I'll be a silent partner somewhere in some other type of business. I have businesses like that, but you know, that's nothing I would talk about right now.
yeah,
But you know, they side hustles. You know what I'm saying? Legal side hustles. They're legal, but you know, it might be with some.
saying that.
I know, right? They might be with somebody, a friend of mine's or whatever, and we're good friends, and we just, you know, maybe that's their passion, but they needed a couple bucks or whatever. So I threw a couple bucks over there. But those are the ones that I'm not really, you know, those are the businesses that, you know, I came here to talk about, or you asked me about. I created uh, a joint line, you know, between my daughter and myself.
Yes.
And we got a joint line. Actually, I think this month, I think this month of I think it was it was last month. It was the 2019, 2020, 21, 22. Yeah, that's what, 3 years? No, almost.
Right.
Yeah, something like, yeah. So we've been in business. I mean, you know, so it's still starting off. It's still fresh. I don't promote it like I should, but it's a clothing line, you know, but my daughter and I created. And then I kind of like monitor and I kind of continue to design things on it.
Mhm.
She's still like in that college stage, so she's not that's where most of her time's at. So she can't really help me with the designs now or whatever. But
Yeah.
in the beginning she did, and then was college, boom, you know.
Yeah.
And, so I've been like taking the realm of designing the things. I'm an artist, and I've been taking designing new designs, sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly, but it's always some current stuff up on the site and stuff like that on Teespring. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know. I got a few of them.
saying? Yeah, man. Now, I mean, and then just business in general, man. I just like conducting business, especially if it's like positive, it's optimistic, it's something that is going to deliver, you know, maybe some type of dividends or some type of return, assets over liabilities, right? You know, so you know, I'm just trying to invest in assets, which I'm trying to do with the property. So when I start buying real estate, I already purchased one home, I try to purchase another one, then we purchase another one. So once I do that, eventually you have a couple of homes and you're basically, the money they're paying for rent, you're
Mhm.
living off of. And you know, that's gonna accumulate to a lot of funds. So you can fire your boss, you can like quit your job and just live off, you know, owning real estate, which, you know, I plan to do. But at the same time, you know, there's other investments like stocks or REITs or NFTs that I'm like invested in that can accumulate funds and money for like years and years. Even when I'm dead and gone, my daughter will inherit these funds and it would keep occurring. So I'm trying to figure out like, you know, I'm trying to build wealth myself, and then I'm trying to like, you know, overlap it with my daughter, you know, before I get out of here, you know what I'm saying? So, and then hopefully my family and friends can hear that, you know, see what I did and they can do the same. And, we can build, you know what I'm saying? More wealth, black wealth, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like a needle in a haystack, just trying to like, shine on the sun a little bit, you know what I mean? So hopefully I get my message out there to people, you know, with the podcast and stuff like that, and with the gear and things of that nature too. So because I got like, Black Power movement clothing, then I got, if it's for the movement, of course, I got stuff like that
Yeah.
on the site, then I cater to like, the ladies too on there. So, be some lady stuff on there and stuff like that. So stuff for the kids. But it's cool, man. So like I just like business. I like accumulating positive funds and things that I can, I can research and get my hands dirty, and then eventually spread the news and tell people, guess what? I know what REITs are now. I can break it down to you, and then I can make you some money, and then you can pat me on the back or give me some money too after that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, but, I just want to help people. I want to help everybody around me so they don't have to have their hand out.
Yeah.
I want them to not just to depend on that one job, because that one job has you with that whip. They got the whip on you, man. And they got the power. You don't want nobody to have the power over you, man. So you got to have other incomes coming in that you don't really have to hustle and go crazy about, but some things that you're passionate about. If you're passionate about draw, create an NFT, maybe somebody buy it for a couple $100, a couple $1,000, you can, that's a hustle. There's a lot of things you can do to make passive income, just by.
That's one thing I want to say about our family that I've come to really view closely about our family is once we put our mind to it, like once we put our mind to something that we're passionate about and something that basically drives us, we're really good at it. We're successful in it, It's something that and also I want to also say something that is beneficial not just for us, but for the next generation, and just to help us be successful down like the bloodline. Speaking about bloodline, I had a dream either last night or the night before, and it was so strange, but it was someone was bringing me from one house to another house, and it kind of looked like one of our family members' homes that we were walking up the stairs. There was myself and someone else. I'm not even sure who they were. But we were dropped off at this house, and we were walking upstairs. And
like mama stairs or something?
I think so. And when we were walking up the stairs, I realized that the person who dropped us off was just kind of dropped us and then went to drive away. And I'm looking and I'm like, where's he going? The person that I was with said, oh, he always does that, or he's always like that. And then he was like, he said, he called me bloodline. You know how we usually be like, what's up, cuz? How you doing, cuz? The way that he said bloodline to me was kind of like that. And I was like, and I woke up from my dream. So I was like, huh?
What's that about?
What that means? Yeah, like I wonder what that means. So I don't know about
that one.
I felt like,
wait a minute, are you a blood or a Crip? No, I'm just joking.
Stop it.
I'm just saying, you colors.
No, I felt like the person that was speaking to me, obviously had to be like one of our ancestors, for them to be like, bloodline, like calling you cuz, like
calling you cuz,
And I was like, and I woke up from it, and I was I felt good throughout the whole dream, but that's what stood out to me the most.
But you never got to that destination up this, like you don't know what house it was.
No,
you never realized what house it was.
I don't know what the house was. I just know that we were walking upstairs. We got dropped off at the bottom of the stairs, and we were walking upstairs, and I don't know what it meant. So that I know that was positive. Anytime that you're walking up a flight of stairs, it's an ascension. It means that you're moving higher. Exactly. You're being more successful.
You're going on that straight and narrow.
You're moving in the present. But I think those were the two biggest ones, is me and a male not sure who he was. I'm thinking an ancestor, and walking up a flight of stairs and him calling me bloodline.
Mm.
And so, yeah. Anyways, but
no, I love it. No, I love it. I'm into it now. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
you
yeah.
got me thinking about what it means and stuff.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Like,
When I woke up, I was like, oh my gosh, what does that mean?
you got me like, what does it mean? Now you got me like,
What does that mean?
now like writing like scripts, like, writing a book down, doing a book, like, you know what I'm saying? You got me into it now.
Okay, so what exactly do you believe you help others with?
Hopefully with their sanity, man. No, seriously, man.
I hope so too.
Just to, for real, man. Just to be, I think I'm an entertaining person, period. Like, just like, I don't know, comedy, or just, a little bit of seriousness, a little bit of research, a little bit of teaching, like like I'm a little bit of everything. I can see myself on a pulpit, but I can see myself in front of a class. I can see myself, being that Malcolm, being a Martin. I can see myself being, whoever, the inventor, the one in the background.
Yeah.
So like, I cater to like, wanting to share that with people. So when I develop not just the passive podcast, which you mentioned earlier,
Mhm.
but I have another podcast called the THHC podcast, which stands for the Hip Hop Connoisseur Podcast. And that's where like I listen to a lot of good music. Just I listen mostly hip hop, but that's because that's my genre. But it could be R&B, it could be, could be Stevie Wonder, it could be Gladys Knight, it could be, Van Halen. If it's a good album, you recommend it, I listen to it, and then I do a review, So it's like therapy, music therapy.
Yeah.
For me, you know what I'm saying? And sharing that information with hip hop, so like the people won't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Sharing the information with hip hop so that it's recorded and no one gets it wrong.
Yeah.
And then like with the passive podcast, we talk about more other various subjects. It'd be from values, family values could be to something like sports, or it could be something like financial, security. It could be, we have so many other topics and stuff like that. I just got so much to share, I think.
Mhm.
And I think this is where I'm being led to. I'm being led to share, get information and share it.
Yeah.
Get information and share it. That's what I've been led to. I feel like a presence. I feel like I should be here. I should be voicing my opinion. I should be here talking to you, telling you that I have these podcasts, and telling people to come, on my podcast if they want to talk, or come on my podcast to support. But just to, at least view it and check it out and share it, because it's deeper than you might think. It's three guys, but we're getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're learning, together. And it's a trip, to watch guys that grew up from 25 years plus to have a podcast and to like have three different opinions.
Yeah.
It's like with three roommates where we have these opinions on various topics of the world. It's incredible. So then sometimes we have guests on, professionals, people like yourself. We're trying to get you on, and then you know what I mean. And we have a good conversations like this. So I love what I do. I love to share, and and hopefully I'm like I said, helping somebody with their sanity, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's the
I'll
real
need that.
Yeah, nah, for real, for real. That's it.
Yeah. We all need that. I love the passive podcast that you do. I don't think I think I've seen one episode of the hip hop one.
Mhm.
I need to watch more. I need to watch more. I
Don't
know.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. If it's not your
Um,
thing, you don't get forced,
yeah, but
It's for the hip hop community,
yeah, I love the passive podcast though. I
But
really enjoy
if you do look up the THHC podcast, like I said, it's not just hip hop. Like I could tell you some albums. I did Anita Baker. I can go check for Anita Baker. You look under my thing, it's you can see that one. Like this, probably Stevie Wonder. I've done the, I think the Whisper. I'm trying to think. I can't remember all the, you know, I even did like, you know, I think I do Justin Bieber. Like I do like, you know, any, you know, it could be anybody. It could be
Yeah. Well,
somebody I just some good music. It gotta be good music though.
well, you know, I love music. Absolutely love music.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that music is such a inspirational tool for us, for depression, for anxiety, stress, like all of that. I believe that
Yeah.
music is such a beneficial tool for us.
Of course it is.
So there's a few artists, newer artists that I've been listening to. So I might have to suggest some
There you go.
some artists to you that I would love for you to review and just I would love that. Yeah.
You know how fast it occurs. Like just real quick, like my daughter came to get the rabbit like on I think Friday to give me some time away from the rabbit. She just like she knew it was time to get the rabbit, right? You know, she'll bring it back later, right? So you know she took it for the week. And I'm surprised she ain't here. I don't know, maybe she's coming late. But you know, so so what I was saying, the rabbit. So well, damn, I just lost my train of thought because I'm thinking about this rabbit now. And I'm thinking about my daughter being safe in the rain because it's raining. See, I just took it. See, I just took it somewhere else. What I was just saying, huh? I'm thinking about my daughter now.
ADHD.
See, yeah, no, I'm thinking about I'm like, oh, it's raining. Oh no, she's coming driving. And that father, see, so I was like, oh, my father, and so, because I hear the rain against the window pane. I'm like, and I started, oh, what's going on? She's driving here. What's going on? Should I text her? So like. Sorry, I forgot the question.
We're talking about hip hop.
Okay, hip hop. We're talking about hip hop. Oh, and I think I was saying something about how that channel like you know just has other genres of music on there as well. So I like, you know, I don't just do hip hop, but yeah, I enjoy hip hop because I think it saved my life. It's a story and a half with that, and so that probably I'm gonna save that for like an ebook or something.
I'll help you, cuz.
Exactly.
All right. So what do you believe is currently, because you know we're right now in Black History Month, and everyone that I have coming on for the weeks of February and April, check April. April is for Black female
There you go.
month.
Here we go.
Celebrating Black excellence, you know. But what do you believe is currently your largest cultural pushback, struggle, opposition, whatever you want to call it? But what do you believe is?
You know, the first when I first heard that question, man, I automatically went to, you know, you gotta like put it on yourself first. You gotta put first of all, like Michael Jackson, in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying, right?
A man in the mirror.
Look at the reflection first and see how much of what's holding you back is on you first.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like reflect on yourself and say, what am I doing? Am I doing enough?
Yeah.
To get wherever your mind wants, right?
Yeah.
Wherever you think success is, right? You know,
Yeah.
or if you're trying to make somebody proud, where you know you're trying to get to that line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I you know I just believe that I just forgot the question again already. I forgot the question.
Yeah, your currently largest cultural.
Oh yeah. No, it's me first. I'm sorry, because I was going with me. I'm just like all that blame on me probably got heavy. But anyway, like you know what I'm saying, like you gotta blame yourself first. You gotta think about what you've done wrong, your wrongs and rights. Now, can you know, right your wrongs? You know, can you face them? Can you face the demons or you know your demons? But you know, not other people's demons. Can you you know what can you do? Can you get to those people? Can you to heal?
Yeah.
You know, is it too late to heal the people that you know passed away? You know what I mean? Like what
Never
is it?
too late to heal.
Probably
Never
too late. But you know what I
never.
mean? But you know what I mean? You got to get to that place first. And then, you know, of course, I think people it's your circles, the people around you, the people that, you let around you and talk to you, could be family, could be friends, could be work, how much time you spend with those people, how much energy they steal from you. Because people take energy from you and you take energy from people. You know what I'm saying? So, but they might be taking more than they should, and they might be draining you. So it's your circle too. And because you could be misled by your group. I mean, when you're kids, you're misled because it's a group of kids. You just someone's gonna be the leader. One or two kids are gonna be the leader, and then that's the ones we listen to. You know what I mean? That you gotta fall back. Like, I'm saying, so everybody's been a follower, you know what I'm saying? Um, but just make sure you lead more than you follow. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, um, but yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Make sure you lead before you follow. That's important. And I don't believe that, I mean, I believe that we heard growing up, be a leader, not a follower. Be a leader, not a follower. We've heard that so much.
Yeah.
But I don't
Checking
think,
out, yeah, it's like a follow, like you're not supposed to be followed. So that just divides it. So everybody's selfish.
yeah,
Everybody's a leader.
yeah.
Not everybody's not a lead. You know what I mean? There's some people are built to lead. Some people are built to drive the ship and the plane, fly the plane. You know what I mean? They
I
just
believe
are.
everybody can be a leader.
Yeah.
I
In their
truly,
own right. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I
Everyone
truly
has
believe
time to
that
lead. Yeah.
yeah,
Everyone,
everyone
yeah.
can be a leader,
Yes, of course.
but um like what I was saying, when we were younger, we heard that all the time, and we weren't really, I want to say, it wasn't really explained to us
No.
at that time, like what that actually means. There's so much. You and I were having the conversation a few days ago. There's so much that we heard, all these sayings that I'm sure most
Oh
of
yeah.
people that are watching us right now, most of them have heard. All these sayings that our parents and our family members have said to us when we were younger, but we didn't really, it wasn't explained to us exactly what these things mean.
No, not at
Like
all. No, not at
how,
all. No,
like, okay, I hear you, but how do I do that?
exactly.
How do I,
Yeah.
can
But
you
then we
show
couldn't
that?
ask a lot of questions anyway because we probably get popped. They'd be like, what? They hand me up. You're like, oh, like, all right, man. No, you can't ask no questions. You couldn't do nothing back in the day. You can't ask no questions. Shoot. I went to the
Yeah.
house, did my homework, dog, ate some food, went right in my room, put my G.I. Joes and shut the hell up. My mother didn't hear no noise in my room, dog.
Well, I think I was the I think I was the why kid. Um,
Yeah.
but a lot of things I didn't have to ask too much, only because I made my own observation of just what was being done around me, even though that confused me more, because
Yeah.
I'm just like, wait a minute. But I think we had this conversation. Well, in the Bible, it says this and this and this, and in church, the pastor said this and this and this, but you're
Mhm.
doing this and
Yeah.
this, what is
Yeah.
completely opposite.
Exactly. Yep.
And I would
Yep.
be like, I don't.
What am
So
I supposed to believe?
where
What's
do
going
I
on?
go?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, what? No, yeah, yeah. And I don't even know if they knew. I'm not saying like, our parents or anybody's parents was the smartest in the world, man. Maybe they didn't know. This, I think, a lot. I think a lot of them, and if they did know things like the stock market, if they did know things like, whatever, things they could tell us at home, because it starts at home. Maybe they didn't know that part. Like it starts at home. Like we're getting educated when we open our eyes to our parents. You know what I'm saying? So, they're the number one teachers. They're the number one dundadas in our life. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So they should be, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
I should be able to come home and learn what I didn't learn at school. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So I think it's important, and again, you and I have had this conversation before, that I believe our generation, the thing that we may have done a little differently is being vulnerable with our kids. Like, even if we don't know the answer to the questions that they ask us, we would still say, I don't know, but let's figure it out, or I'll figure it out, you know, or find something.
Exactly.
Some way we'll find an answer to it, you know, if you're interested in something, or you or there's something that you're worried about, or whatever it is, and I don't know the answer, let's find the answer together.
Exactly. Let's get the solution, you know, there. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's spending time together right there.
Yeah.
It's quality time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know, you and I are big researchers and readers, so
Mm-hmm.
we kind of go into the rabbit hole of things.
You gotta go deep, man. You can't just trust one source, and you gotta go into that source and you be like, then I'm like, oh, where am I at?
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Try to find the foundation of things. So.
You know what I mean? And some Alice in Wonderland, you know, small door, big door thing, all that stuff. Eating mushrooms and all that stuff, all that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, so the last 3 questions that I have for you are basically questions that I try to ask every specialist that comes on.
Okay.
And what do you desire to see more of in the next 3 years when it comes to people and their awakening process and healing maybe their childhood wounds, or just even experiences that they've been through that need to be healed?
I think in 3 years, you know, it's in the title. You said something about awakening. They need to be, you know, what the kids use, woke. You got to be woke these days. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Right?
Me and my mother laughs at it. I'm like, you got to be woke. You got to, that's for woke people. And I only say it because every time I say it to her, she gets a kick out of it. She laughs so hard. And I'm just like, yeah.
But guess what ours was? When we you know, Spike Lee would was it Do the Right Thing?
Yeah.
And he was like, when he at the end of the end of the movie, he's like, wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up. But he's like, wake up. Like that is what I always picture, that'll wake somebody up and change somebody's life. Because there's a lot of brain dead Black people, meaning like they're not opening up. Maybe they stuck in the 90s, and they're not opening up to learning new things.
Mm.
They don't trust the system. When I say the system, they don't trust making money off the stock market. This is what everyone's doing to be rich. Why wouldn't you do this? You know what I mean? Don't be scared of the stock market. Don't be scared of buying real estate and being an owner. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't for some reason they fear I won't say success, because they think they should get it other ways. Huh?
Fear failure.
They fear failure, you know. But why? We've been failing all our lives. We got, like Trump said, you got nothing to lose over here. Come over here. Come over here with me. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm Trump, the Black Trump. Come over here with me. You got nothing to lose. Come learn from me, right? But I'm just making a joke, but it's like, just learn something. Do your research. Like, I'm not gonna misguide you. I'm not the expert in everything, but I do my research a lot, and I say things so people can research it. They can say, oh, well, Marquis said, well, let me go see what's going on. Yeah. And look into it. I'm just talking about it. Yeah. I'm not an expert in anything. If I do have an expert that comes on the show, they say all that. They be like, I'm an expert. I'm like, all right, whatever, you know. What makes an expert? You know what I'm saying? So I just talk, you know, and I want great conversation. I want to shake things up. You know, I want people to be like, you know, really thinking about who they are, and when they hear how much you don't have that much time on earth. So you got to love yourself, and then you got to like be happy. You got to at least be happy while you're here. Yeah. You know, happier than, you know, more happy than, you know, sad, you know?
Yeah, you know, that's my go-to.
Yeah. Let's try to find happiness.
Yeah. I'm just like, I want my life, the people around me, and anyone I come into contact with, I want them to leave my presence or even a conversation with love in their heart and happiness. I want you to leave with something more than what you came with.
Of course.
Anyone that I interact with, that's been my goal.
Or you can't get that 100% because if you get the electrician coming over there and he wants to, he's charging you $8 million, you're like, you might not be wanting to be peace with it. You be like, you mother, I mother the earth. You gotta almost swear on the dude. I'm just saying.
You know what? Even in situations like that, you're gonna leave here with something. I'm gonna say something positive to you to make you go back and think about. See, I have this thing with my mother and my daughter where I always say,
watch what you say on here.
Huh?
They watch what you say on here. They might be watching this. They use it for evidence next week.
They can watch it. They can watch it. But I always say, I can't even remember what I was saying now.
Something about to your daughter and your mother. And I was like, well, watch what you say. You said you always say it to them.
You threw me off. Yeah,
because I'm like, yo, I don't want to save you. I probably saved your life.
No, you didn't. Stop it. I'm gonna say whatever I have to say. I will say.
No, I'm just playing you.
You're a mess. Forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, it's important that anyone that you come into contact with leaves the conversation, the either face to face or whatever, better than what they came in as, no matter who it is.
Yeah, and that's why that's why I always tell people, like I try to, like, if I'm hiring somebody, I want that person to be smarter than me, man. I want them to want my job and take my job because I'm gonna take the job above that one. You know what I mean? Like that's how we should be thinking at work or just in our business, or if we own a business. That's how we should be thinking. The next level, this next step, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? What kind of motivation do you need? There's so much out there. There's so much motivation out there. You can pay somebody to walk behind you and talk, like you know what I mean? You can pay somebody to talk like Mr. T and Frick. If you're that rich, that's somebody running behind you. Hey, Mr. T, you get up the stairs, boy. Like you can do, you know what I'm saying? But how much? What do you need? Like, what do you need to really motivate yourself to kind of do the right thing, man, and take chances and change your life and change your family's life for the good, You know what I'm saying? Because if you are a conspiracy theorist, you should be thinking about owning land, somewhere you can garden, have your own soil. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be thinking about water sources and stuff like that. You maybe moving, like, buy a house near the lake. Like you should be thinking about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you still at least accumulating funds while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're buying property, you're buying land, you're buying, you know what I'm saying, stocks, you're buying whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like profit though at the same time while you're finding that happiness, man. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta find something that you're passionate about, and then hopefully it'll be successful, and you can get some money off it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you and I have had that conversation that you could do just about anything to make a profit. And in this day and age, you can be so creative.
Yeah.
So creative and invent something that you that interests you. And invent something. There are people out there. I mean, it takes more time and energy to do that, to invent your own passionate, profitable thing. But when you look at it as, this is my goal, and I'm going to enjoy the process of it, I'm going to have fun. I'm passionate about it. So I'm going to have fun regardless of what happens.
Exactly.
That's so important. That's the most important part, is you're having fun while you're doing it. You know, we're not born and then we die. We are born we experience life, we live life, and then we die.
Yeah,
The most
no, yeah,
important part of that
yeah,
is
you're right.
experiencing.
No,
Right?
100%, 100%, no,
Yeah.
100%.
And so that's that when I speak to, the kids, that's my go-to is experience living, experience it, have
Yeah,
fun,
yeah,
fail,
yeah.
try things,
Try
fail,
things.
try
Yeah,
things, fail, try things, succeed. Try, you know.
yeah. You got no. Listen. You
But
got
if
to.
you don't, if you don't try, you're never gonna know. You
You
don't
gotta
know.
find something. Find your niche. Find something you love. And I'm telling you, whatever you love, you can make money off of.
Yeah,
And you can make a living off of. So, you just gotta find it. And that's why you gotta experiment. That's why you, like you said, you gotta do things and fail, and you gotta get out there.
yeah,
But this is the thing that it's not on this menu today, but we could probably talk about some other time. But they was talking about how, and it might be a topic for my next show or whenever. But they talking about how Black people are catering to kicking their kids out at 18. 18, get out, 18, get out.
mm,
And that's not really the right age when they're ready.
yeah,
That's why, like, other cultures, what I'm saying, they allow their kids to live with them until they're like whatever, until they're ready.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I know what age it is, but they, it's not 18. That we're not kicking them out and they don't know anything.
yeah,
That's what we grew up. I grew up. My mother was like, "Oh, you can't wait till you're 18. I can't wait till you're 18."
yeah. And the funny thing
I'm
about
like,
it is
"Man."
our generations before that, our ancestors and all of them, that's not how things went down.
They wasn't getting kicked out at 18, right?
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. What the hell was going
not,
on?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
like,
Like, I
where'd
don't
that
even
come from?
know where that came from. Yeah, because that's not how it was.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it was some type of condition, like how they do drugs in the neighborhood. They did experiments with us to make us. That's the cutoff age, 18. Oh, get them out.
Yeah,
And they kind of enforce that more in our neighborhoods than any other neighborhood. Because
yeah,
if I talk to other kids, they'd be like, my parents they would never say that.
yeah,
I'd never heard them say that before. All the other coaches never heard their parents say that, but in the Black community is powerful.
yeah.
Maybe it was from comics. You know how like a lot of comedians have the same joke, and then eventually it's just funny in the Black neighborhood, and then it becomes the culture. I don't know, but I just remember like, oh, when you're 18, I can't wait till you're 18. I said, oh yeah, I was 17. I moved. I was so mad. I'm like, oh, you can't wait. All right, I'm gonna do it at 17. Like, and I did it like that. I put my mind to it, did it. That's
Yeah.
like, I was doing stuff when I was doing stuff like this when I was young, not even knowing I was a natural born leader or I should be doing other things with my mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking about evil stuff. You know what I'm saying? Getting back at my mom. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do a year early and get out. But I did. I left the house before she could kick me out.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, I'm showing you. So.
Yeah. Well, I always say when my kids did move out, I would say to people, like, I didn't kick my children out. My children wanted to what do I say? They want to try adulting. So
Try adulting.
try adulting.
Yeah, try
That's
adulting.
what they're doing. Oh, they moved out. They went to go try adulting.
Try adulting.
And my thing about it is, my door's open if their try fails.
Yeah.
Exactly. My door's open. Of course it's different. I started a few years before, a couple of years before they turned 18, where I started to basically build them up to more like independence, more like we're going to live more as roommates than we are as a parent and a child. If we're roommates, every time I speak to you, you're not going to ignore what I'm saying. You're going to hear what I'm saying as, oh, she's telling me this, because if it was anybody else living in
these conditions, exactly.
You know what I mean? And so that's how I did with my children. And like I said, some worked, some didn't, but but
you got more kids to ground that off. I got one, so I can't even really base it off. I gotta base it off 100% one child. That's it. You make a mistake, fail. That's it. You can't. You know what I mean? Like that's it.
That's okay. She learned that she needed to be successful for herself. So
yeah, she did.
That's
She's doing it.
important. Yeah,
She's doing a good job. She's doing a good job at it.
Okay, so the last two questions are what in or who is a daily inspiration to you?
I would have to just, have to go back to, my daughter first. Like I don't, it's like I remember like when she was born, and I just, like you just remember like all the like the craziest, coolest moments, man. Yeah. So when I think even that's what I'm saying, when people say, "Oh, it's still my baby," and they be like 80 years old already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my mother still say this is my baby, and I'm like, hey, it's that me. It like it's something. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So like she'll always be that baby, even though she's probably taller than me now, and she's like, out talking me now. I'm like, oh Lord.
What's that word?
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, exactly. What's going on? Like, hold on, I'm looking up things. But you know what I mean? Like, so she, she's becoming a, smart, beautiful girl. Like, so I'm loving everything about it. But like, just her and people motivate me. Everybody else in my circle that, that comes to me and says something. Maybe someone comes to me and says, hey, I bought this property. I'm like, what? Where? What? That might motivate. I'm about to give me a property. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got this. I got this made so and so on stock. I'm like, what stock? I didn't follow that one. What? These are my passions. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what happened? What's going on with that stock? I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, like people that's gonna like that bring something to the table. Like you said earlier, you want to lead the conversation kind of smarter. Maybe you taught them something. Maybe they taught you something. That's that's the people that kind of like motivate me and get me that drive to do something, you know what I'm saying, to get up in the morning and stuff like that. But usually it's close family and then myself, it's me. Yeah. I want to leave some type of good foundation or some type of good energy, I want to leave that on, when I pass. I want to, hopefully people say, oh, Mark, it's cool or something, you know what I mean? Something, it was more positive, hopefully it's more positive than negative, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. A better legacy.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the last question I have for you is, what 3 action steps would you recommend people take after watching the episode today?
The first one is to take action. To take action into anything you're doing. A lot of people procrastinate. They say, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do this tomorrow. Just take action. That's probably the first thing, I would get out of this. The second thing I would want people to take from this is to become financially secure. Learn about finances, learn about make a passive income, find a passion, find something that you love, make money online. You're on your phone 24/7 as it is. You might as well find something that you can do on your phone, those same amount of hours or half those hours or whatever it is, and get paid from it.
Yeah.
Create a YouTube station video. I mean, not video channel. Do do a podcast, do a blog. Write ebooks. Could get buy vending machines. There's a lot of things you can do. Like I said, look into the stock market. That's one of the biggest things you can do. Invest your money. Just research before you invest. Look at crypto, look at NFTs, but just do your research, because everything I'm talking about has its own language. Everything has its own language. Learn the language, and then so you can't get suckered. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people out there leeching off that stuff and and they looking for the suckers, man. They're looking for the people that just don't, just want to make a fast buck, and they got you. So any of these things that I'm talking about, man, investing and stuff like that, don't be scared of it. Don't be scared of investing your money. Your money's better investment in investments than in the bank, because in the bank you don't make no interest on your money. So
Yeah.
and then the third thing is probably healthy. I know we talk a little bit about health, but get healthy, man. Especially Black men, go get your colon test, all that stuff. Go go to the hospital once a year at least. That's it. That's all we ask. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
You know, I'm that person when it comes to health. I didn't. I mean, I've always been kind of keen on health subjects, or should I say, really interested in what's the healthy way to cook this and the healthy way to make this. But I want to say, the last few years I've been full force on the like organic, holistic, ways of doing things. And the biggest reason is because I know it's beneficial. Natural stuff, natural stuff. I think not only is it beneficial for us as humans, but it's beneficial for the earth.
Okay.
For Mother Gaia, so that we're not just taking from our environment, but we're also naturally giving back. So I think that's important. And the financial piece, oh man, again, the last few years have really been into learning how to budget correctly, or even budget at all. And it was amazing. But it was absolutely amazing what came from it. I was just like, oh my gosh, I wish I was doing this 10, 15 years ago. Because if I started what I'm doing now, when it comes to budgeting and finances, if I did that 10, 15 years ago, who knows where I would be right now, and I'm just like, so I feel like that was something that I was just like, damn it, that.
So, that's, I wish
I would have known that.
No, but we always go back there. We always talk about like going back and we knew, but that's what we know now. And as long as we breathing, we can learn, we can teach, we can, what I'm saying? We can absorb so much knowledge, spill it over, write books. Man, I'm telling you, getting into writing, even if you're not a writer, people think that everyone's a writer. Everyone got a story to tell. Everyone write something down, man. Just start writing something down, scribbling something down in a notepad. Just start writing it down. Then if you did, there are people out there that'll take your notes and create a book, create a movie, man. Don't be scared to write, man. Read and write, man. Those are the things they can't take from you, man. If you could read and write, man, you're halfway there. You know what I'm saying? You're halfway there.
Oh, I thank you so much for, sharing your energy with us all, and just being here. I got much love for you. Much love.
Appreciate it, cuz.
Everyone that is watching, I will be sure to link all of everything to this video, how to get in contact with you and your podcasts and all your social media platforms. I'll attach all of that. And before we leave, is there anything else that you'd like to add in?
No, I just want everybody, like I said, man, thanks for first of all, thank you for having me on. Number 4 is the best show ever. No, I'm just, the sound drop. No, I'm just kidding. But no, like I said, you got good energy. You're one of my favorite cousins, man. I'm not just saying that because you got a show. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that, I talk to you off the show. We could talk for hours. You know what I'm saying? We just have that energy, man. And we're on the same page of like at least raising our kids to a certain to a certain extent, well, you know what I'm saying, to at least this way, to a certain way. we vibe. We got a good energy. So, you know, I'm gonna rock with you, and for, you know, for whatever until the end of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just want to like say thanks, like I said, for having me on, man. Thank you for letting me, you know, share, you know, who I am a little bit. You know, when people see this, they can get to know a little bit more about Marquis, because I'm, you know, people think I'm just, you know, the podcast or this, but you know, you kind of getting a little things. You getting a couple things out of me, so you know, maybe they can watch.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Get to know me a little better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it, man. I can't wait for it to come out, and I would, you know, and share it with my audience as well.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And we are going to, you and I are going to have to talk about me coming on your podcast.
Exactly.
I know it's been a few times. Like, come on, cuz.
I'm like, yo, get on here.
Yeah, so
I'll get you
well,
on.
I think my biggest thing, like when it comes to like going on podcasts and what's the other thing that they do? I've been invited a few times to a few things, but I just have to make sure that it's aligned with my energy, and you know,
Yeah,
so
it can't be nothing. It just can't be nothing insane. Like, you can't
yeah,
be talking about like, you know, horse testicles or something. You know, you're not gonna be on that show. You know, we're not gonna be on that one. That's gonna be a different one. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So
Yeah, we
y'all
won't be
got
on that one.
see on me, you know.
Nah, but I'm just joking. I'm just making a joke, man. I know that's not the subject of any of the shows we have. That's not the type of show we do. I'm just joking around. But yeah, I get it. Like, if you want, like, we don't want to say we do talk about like serial killers or something. You know, that's a serious topic that could be a good podcast, right? I wouldn't have you on that because the energy's bad.
Yeah. I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
the funny thing about it is I'd probably be able to speak about it only because of my psychology degree. So
Oh, see, then you add value to the show. See, it's all about adding value. You know, one of my coworkers said today, he goes, "Oh man, I get paid by the hour." I go, "Nah, we get paid by our value.
yeah,
We get paid by our value. You make a certain amount a year because of your value that you
yeah,
bring to the company." You
yeah.
know,
And if you're not paid what you worth, goodbye.
deuces, like Chris Brown, deuces.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for everyone watching. Be sure to catch us next week. We are going to have an amazing specialist that's coming on.
Amazing. About for whoever it is.
Oh yeah, she's amazing, and yeah, God bless you all.